What were your thoughts as soon as you heard that a verdict had been reached?
So I always have mixed thoughts about that, I'll be honest. First of all, there's kind of this theory. Good friend of mine in court TV days, Vinnie Politan, had a theorem called Politan's theorem, where it's approximately 1 day of deliberations for every week of trial. We had 5 weeks of trial, so 5 days of deliberations wouldn't have been weird, would have been average. And of course, after Murdoch and OJ and all the other trials we've covered where we've seen quick verdicts, many of us assume quick verdict must be guilty. And then there's OJ, the outlier. So I suppose I felt in my bones there was going to be a verdict today. It might be the Friday girl, because I've just seen so many verdicts on Fridays of juries who don't want to spend the weekend. Yet again, with the same group that they've been with, they might like them because they had to, but they want their lives back after 5 to 6 weeks. So I'm not surprised because I felt the evidence against Lori Vallow was overwhelming. I felt she was despicable. That is not a criminal indictment. I can say this. She was a despicable woman, a despicable woman. The way she behaved with regard to her children merely missing. We know they're dead, right? We know it. But merely missing, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. And she did not give a damn. And she didn't care for anyone else who cared. So for that reason alone, she was despicable and she was fully hated, I am sure, by that jury just for those bad facts alone. And then pile everything else on top. Text messages that she actually had with her brother saying, I'm sure there's a plan to eliminate them. It'll be communicated to you soon. Sorry, to me, that spells conspiracy with a capital C, C word.
And let's talk, Ash, I want to talk more with you about that. What really stood out to you throughout all of the things that were brought forth in court? What really stood out to you? Because you mentioned the text messages. We heard from Lori's oldest son and his reaction to finding out about his younger siblings. What was, I guess, maybe the biggest point, the most inflammatory point of this entire trial to you?
So I think the weight of it all was collectively really, really awful, okay? Because jurors are normal human beings. They're mechanics and hairdressers, and they have jobs that don't come across this stuff ever. So when they do come across it, it's very painful for them to have to stomach it, and they are sensitive to it. So if they hate the defendant, they can be swayed by that easily. Some people put the hate aside, as they are supposed to in instructions, but then there was just really ugly evidence on top of the despicable mother. And I'm going to read that text to you that, for me, was one of the #1 pieces of evidence. It's Lori texting her brother, who's just informed her that he's changed the Wi-Fi password to too many kids, to which she responds, funny. And then a little later, she goes on to say, we are trying to get to the bottom of what we need to do to eliminate them completely. I am sure you will be told also. To which Alex responds, excellent. So that's bad. And to me, that's a bit of a furtherance, right? That's an act in furtherance of the conspiracy to inform the other of the plan. The other piece of evidence that I thought was very damning and also supported an act in furtherance of the conspiracy was when Lori Vallow changed Tylee's Social Security checks that she was getting from dead Charles Vallow and dead Joe Ryan, right? Those two kids were getting Social Security checks from their dead fathers. She changed that to not go into Tylee's account, to go into her account. I'm sorry, that is also an act in furtherance of a conspiracy to commit murder and then, oh, again, grand theft. And so that happened just a matter of weeks to about a month or so before Tylee died. So I think, once again, each of these alone could be explained away, but when you add the massive weight of the parade of horribles of this woman and Chad and Alex, then you add those kinds of things, it becomes very easy for a jury who already hates her.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.